can move my camera. What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Manup Real Talk podcast, the podcast for the people. I am your host with the most, Mr. Mike Wiley, saying greetings and salutations. Listen, I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the clicks, and the downloads, whatever it is that you do to support this podcast, because you know that had it not been for you, there wouldn't be no us. And we just appreciate y'all. For all of y'all that's joining for the first time, I say welcome. And for everybody else, I say welcome back, because your boys is back on the air with the Men Up Real Talk podcast, the podcast for the people. And joining me as always is my partner in crime, my ace boom coon, my A1 since day one, my brother-in-law, Mr. Philip Hines, a.k.a. Mr. Classic, a.k.a. OG Triple OG. What's going on, man? What is going on with my connection, fam?
What's going on, brother-in-law? Can you hear me?
I don't know. I can hear you fine, but my internet is on some old Comcast boo. That's what's going on.
Well, you know it's windy outside, so you know towels. Mike? He froze.
Trying to make sure I reconnect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's trying to make sure this connection is straight, man. See, when you live, you got to deal with this type of stuff, people. It's just how it is. I don't know if y'all can hear me, and if my video didn't came back up yet, it still looks kind of grainy from what I can see. I hate that. I really, really hate that. I almost want to just restart this whole thing. I hate it. What's going on, Kev? Appreciate you, man, for joining in. Oh, sister-in-law is here. She must be bored. What's going on, Jennifer? And who else is in here? And everybody else who's joined, who ain't in the chat, but you watching along.
What's going on, people?
Yeah. No, this video is horrible, Jen. I can't stand it. I'm looking at it, and I'm mad because it's all pixelated. Phil look all smooth in front of his brick wall, and I look like I'm on a iPhone 6.
You all right, yo.
Man, I can't stand that, bro. Anyway, listen, appreciate y'all hanging out and joining us, man. Got some things we want to talk about tonight. Listen, if you know somebody that enjoyed some good conversation and want to join, and maybe got some something they want to chime in on, why don't you go ahead and like and tag this video? This is how you support us. And you ain't got to pay a dime, because like, tagging, and sharing is free 99. So
That's
go
right.
ahead and like, tag, and share this video, and let somebody know the Man Up is in the business. Even me with my nasty, grainy PlayStation 1 graphic looking video. Oh my God, it is irritating me to death. Y'all just don't know. See, look. Y'all have to understand, I kind of have slight OCD when it comes to this stuff. And it's like, you've been doing this so long and you want your stuff to be nice. And it's like, you just don't want to look like you just out here half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to carry on, because that's what we do. We carry on. Jake Dub, what up, nephew? Appreciate you. And look, we got a couple people we're going to talk about on today. And we're just going to dive right on in, man.
Nephew. Hey, Jackie, baby.
Jackie ain't here. I ain't see her. What's she at? I can't see her because of my unclear video.
Mike, relax.
It's bugging me, bro. I promise you it is. All right, hopefully it'll get better. Anyway, listen. I wanted to talk because a lot of people have been hitting me up and asking me, you know, kind of what I thought about what's going on with a lot of the stuff that's been going on that they've been talking about in the news. With Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. We kind of talked about Kanye, I think, was it like the week before last? I can't remember.
We really did. No, we touched it. We tapped it a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but I just, you know, because it's so much that's being thrown. People are being called sellouts because of the opinions that they have. They've been called coons, and you know, why you ain't standing up for your brother, and this, that, and the other, and all this craziness. And I just wanted to kind of address it a little bit. Now, listen, I am not the end all be all on this topic, right? And here's what I'm not finna do. I'm not even finna get into what's anti-Semitic and do the Jews really run everything and how come we pander to the. I'm not getting into that. I'm going a different direction with this conversation because I think what we are missing is one simple thing, just one. And it's not about should he post it, should he not post it. It's not about does he hate Jews, does he not hate Jews. Is what he was saying the truth? Did you read the documentary? I ain't even finna go into all of that. I got one word for y'all, and one word only. And that word is accountability. I'm gonna say it again. Accountability. Phil, turn your volume down a little bit, bro. Just a little. Because your notifications is coming through loud. There you go.
Am I good?
Yeah, it's a buzz, and then like your notifications is coming through your laptop, they're coming through real loud. Let me turn mine down too, because these headphones are just loud. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on a second. Oh, that's sweet. Let me see if I can fix something real quick. Go ahead and talk to the people real quick, Phil. Just kind of give them your opinion and your insight on it. I'll be right back.
Well, my opinion is simple. You know, I know which direction Mike's going to, but in my opinion, I think that we're looking at black men, and he's going to get mad if I say this, but we're watching black men get buck broken right before our eyes. You know, there is a such thing as freedom of speech, but there's still consequences of things that you say. Even on this show, I've been trying to work on, you know, some of the things that I want to say so that I don't offend anyone. You know, so I truly believe everyone should have the right to say what they want to say, but in the midst of you saying it, you should be ready to accept those consequences also, because they're going to come. You know, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I watched the full Drink Champs conversation interview that Kanye did. I watched it that Sunday, the premiere of it. And I do agree with a lot what he said as far as when it came to that certain group pertaining to the entertainment business. But I think that all this is just showing us that, you know, no matter how much money you got, no matter how big you get, trust me, when they ready to throw that nigga suit back on you and give that nigga wake-up call, they gonna give it to you. They most definitely gonna give it to you.
Yeah, they definitely
Matter of fact, Mike, take that hat off, man. Why do you have a Washington hat on? I just noticed that.
Because it's a W.
Make it.
And my last name start with W.
Okay,
and
so you use it for Wiley then,
and
right?
because I'm all about winning, I got a W on my hat. Yeah, I'm using it.
Okay, all right.
I don't care about the Washington Commanders. I still call them the Redskins. That's just how much I disregard the team. I'm just saying.
You can't see just like that. You can't even.
I can't even acknowledge them as the Redskins. Oh my God,
exactly.
You're racist. What?
I mean, we living in a time now, Mike, where you have to really, honestly, you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you say, man, because you run the risk of offending somebody, because we live in a sensitive society now. So it's like you have to walk around on your tippy toes almost.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do agree with Kanye when he talk about the music business, as far as that certain group in an entertainment business. But with Kanye, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That interview, and I said that interview was the most. That interview was the most irritating, informative interview I ever heard. Because
are you talking about when he was on Drink Champs?
He's on Drink Champs, because no matter what, Mike, I mean, there's some truth in there. The problem is you have to sit around and listen to all that other rambling. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
And
It was.
with Kyrie, what movies they talking about anyway, Mike?
And see, this is where the problem comes from me, right? Like, okay, so if you guys didn't see it, Kyrie Irving had posted a link to a movie. I think it was called from Hebrews to Negroes or something like that. I forget what it was called, but it was like a book or something that he posted a link on his Instagram, and somebody caught sight of it. And this book is known for being anti-Semitic, right? I don't know. I can't attest to it. I didn't personally read it myself, so I don't know. But it is known to be anti-Semitic, and it's also known to have, a lot of misquotes and misinformation in it. And so
Mm-hmm.
he posted it on his Instagram post, and it was really in regards to blacks being the original Jews and stuff like that. That's how the whole conversation came about. Now, what happened though is that once people caught wind of it, there was, there was some issues with it. Like, hey, man, what you posting on your Instagram stuff is kind of anti-Semitic, bro. That ain't cool. And of course, Kyrie, being the type of person that he is, he was just like, whatever, deal with it, because that's just the type of dude that he is. He just
Yeah, he different,
right? Yeah, he. So then you had a small protest at one of the games. You had people sitting on the front row.
Some ticket
that
holders.
had the t-shirts. Some season ticket holders, mind you. Season ticket holders. And look, them tickets ain't cheap. Season ticket holders on the floor level, them ain't no cheap. They don't just, ain't no everyday Joe just buying those tickets. So, so they on the front row and they got these shirts on about fight anti-Semitism and all this stuff. He ain't paying them no mind. So then there was a press conference, and he prefaced he set the precedence for the press conference, because he kind of explained what the post was, and he was just like, I was looking up this and I was looking up that, and I went to Amazon to see if they had something on it, and Amazon had it, so I posted the link to my Instagram post. His whole fight was, just because I post something, it doesn't mean that I support it or that I promote it. Here's my issue with that.
That's a catch-22. Come on, break it down, Mike.
But see, you got to be careful with that, because look, like, if I share something to my timeline, right? I share it for two reasons, or maybe a few, but the main reason is because I agree with it, right? Or I want somebody else to see it because I think it's worth seeing. Those are the main reasons that I post them. Of course, if it's funny and stuff, informative, I post those too. But generally, when people post things, it's because they agree with that sentiment.
You're promoting overall.
And it is I don't care how you look at it, it is a promotion. If you're sharing it, you are getting it out to your viewers. You're getting it out to your followers because you want them to see it. You are promoting it. It is a promotion.
Yeah.
And for him to try to double talk that and say, I didn't promote it, but you posted it, you put it on your Instagram. You have millions of followers. And you put that out there and you said you didn't promote it. Anything you put on your page is a promotion. Anything. Because what you are doing is you are, in a sense, telling your viewers, you're saying, hey, look at this. I don't care if he didn't write it, Kev. That ain't the point. And see, this is what I'm saying. See, that lack of accountability. I have a problem with that. Even if he didn't write it, he posted it. He shared it. There was a reason he shared it, and it wasn't because he just thought, oh, well, let me go ahead and just share this because I just want to share it. I just want to share it. And then this argument, and he don't sell it. You're right. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Amazon selling it. Amazon sell all type of stuff. They sell all type of books. Are you telling me that if Amazon don't agree with a certain thing, they shouldn't sell it? All right, let's go there. Let's just say they didn't agree with they don't agree with black people My pastor got a book on Amazon right now talking about biblically black and blessed. And he was talking about how black people played a part in the Bible. What if they say, you know what? We don't believe that. We're not going to carry it. We don't believe in fantasy. We don't believe in dragons and all that kind of crazy. We're not going to carry those books. It's not that the information is out there. Amazon is a store. They sell everything from bird seeds to dinosaur inflatables. I'm not going to sit up there and get upset with them because they sell it, because information needs to be available. What we don't want to get into is that slippery slope of no, you can't have access to this information, whether it's wrong, whether it's right, whether it's true, whether it's false. We have the right to have access to that information. I guarantee you that 80% of his followers probably wouldn't even know that thing existed if he didn't post it. And this is what I'm talking about, promotion. You don't know half this people. You don't know the people that I know. And if I put something on my page and it's about somebody that I know and they're doing something, it's not anything that I did personally. I don't make dresses, but I know people who do it. And if I post something on my site and say, "Hey, go and check them out," or if I just post something on my site, like my man Dean who was on here. He was on here and he makes suits. And I don't make suits. But I know he does, so I'll put it on there. If you're interested in the suit, hey, go check him out. It is a promotion. I don't care how you look at it.
Yeah.
And no, it's not. And yes, and since you went that way, absolutely it is. It is because he has a celebrity status. It is different. And here's why.
That comes with it, Kevin. That Kevin. That comes with it. That's just like the whole Monique situation a few years back. When you got the celebrity status, it's a lot that comes with that. It really is, Kevin. It's a lot that comes with it. So you have to be cognizant of what you say, how you act, and all of that, because you're in the spotlight more than a person like me or Mike, or even you. Kyrie's in the spotlight, so he has to really watch what he says and what he do. Now, like I said, hey, if that man believes whatever he believed in that book, that's on him. Like I said, exactly. Everyone should have a right to say whatever they want to say. But in the midst of that, you still have to be ready to accept whatever comes with it. You have to.
Listen, he has the absolute right to believe whatever it is that he wants to
believe. Yeah, he do.
But you also have to understand that when you are part of an organization, and when you are possibly causing that organization to lose money, you best believe they gonna check you on it.
Mike, the commissioner is Jewish.
This is what I'm saying. So, and then here's another thing. If you believe it, then stand by it. Why are you apologizing for it now? Because they making you? You didn't take the vaccine when they wanted you to take it. So why are you bowing down to this? Why are you backing off of this? Why are you apologizing for this?
You have to, Mike.
Then you want to donate money to some Jewish organization. They was like, no, you don't even mean it. We don't want your money. It was never about money. It was just about accountability. That's all it's ever been about. And understanding that when you post something, when you have a platform, when you have millions of followers, you have a power that the ordinary average person don't have. I can post that stuff all day and nobody will care. But if I got millions of followers and they looking at me and they hanging on my word and I post that stuff, yeah, man, that's different.
The more influence you have in this, the more influence you have in society, it's going to make it real hard, That means Kevin, we don't have constitution. We do have free speech, Kevin. We do.
Free speech. Free speech does not excuse you from responsibility. It just
That's just
doesn't.
like, okay, that's just like saying we got free speech. Now, back in the day, you could go to the airport and be joking around. If I don't get in this plane, I'm going to blow this place. Go ahead right now and say that. Go ahead right now and say you're going to blow anything up. All I'm saying is, Kevin, bro, you have the right to say what you want to say, and that is a constitutional right. But my thing is, just be willing to accept whatever comes with it. Like Kanye, hey man, he said what he said. He taking it on the chin. He taking it on the chin.
On the
and I can't knock him for it. You saw the shirt he had on when Adidas dropped him. He had a thing with Adidas symbol saying adios. So you can say what you want to say, but be ready to stand on those consequences that's gonna come. And let's be real, y'all. We can't. We as black people, honestly, we complain about anything anybody say about us. We have to start being more. We have to start being more like, putting ourselves in other people's shoes. Also, sometimes, you gotta. I can't think of the word right now, but it was on the tip of my tongue. We have to be. I'm gonna leave that alone because I can't think of a word. I don't want to sound crazy, but
you ain't got to think of no special word. I ain't finna back a nigga just because he black and he wrong.
It's just like I'm not saying that, Mike. No, what I'm saying, Mike, is
I know what you're saying, but that ties into people now coming after Shaquille O'Neal, coming after Charles Barkley because of the things that they said. They're commentators. That's what they get paid to do. And people was like, what? But it wasn't even pertaining to basketball. Yes, it is. Because when you have a person who is playing the sport and he's known, it's not like Kyrie is some third stringer off the bench. This dude is a marquee player. And he made comments, and you don't even stand on what you believe in, bro. That's my thing. There
was a player 2 years ago named Miles Leonard that played for the Miami Heat.
Where's Miles now?
He's from here. He went to University of Illinois. White boy. He was a solid role bench player. He was playing some type of one of them video games. And he was just, talking smack, but he was making like little racial comments that was kind of anti-Semitic. Guess where he at now? He's not in the league no more.
He ain't in the league. And here's the thing: it ain't just Kanye, and it ain't just Kyrie. The director for Guardians of the Galaxy. His name is James Gunn. He's a white guy. It was some stuff that he posted 10, 15 years ago. And I think it was like some anti-gay stuff or something like that. And you know what happened? They fired him. They fired him from their project.
That's like Kevin Hart lost out on the Oscars, hosting the Oscars. They put up some old tweets.
They put up some old tweets.
They put up some old tweets. Some old tweets he said about his son turned gay, gonna beat him up or something. And it was like a joke. Like I said, I get what Kevin's saying. I get what you're saying, bro. But might as well pull a Marshawn Lynch. I don't know, Kevin.
Yeah, but you know what Marshawn did? What did he just say? I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Yeah.
Now, people didn't like it. They didn't like it. But hey, he was like, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
But Mike, we always talk about this, Mike. We always talk about people, you get them folks, they think they're the smartest person in the room. And, Kyrie, he's a very intelligent young man. But sometimes you can get them folks that's just too deep and woke. Where they think that everything they saying is such an inspirational, they're taking a stand. And sometimes, the best thing to do is
You mean like Kanye?
Come on, man. Leave Kanye alone, man.
No, man, because y'all
Kanye been
niggas,
broke.
and I'm excuse,
Kanye been broken.
and
They
excuse
they
me
they
for
they
saying
they they,
this,
they broke him too.
and excuse me for saying this, but y'all niggas kill me with this with Kanye. Y'all make it seem like the stuff that Kanye is saying is some new revelation and it's something that ain't never been heard before. Y'all like Kanye woke. No, he's not. He's telling you stuff that's been around for years. And the thing is what really kills me, and that y'all sit up there and support this dude, and he don't give a flying fornication about none of y'all. Not damn one of y'all, because his desire is to be at the table of the very people that he's talking about.
Oh yeah, he want to be at that table. That's why he's mad.
He wants to be at that table.
That's why he's mad. And what's
table.
sad is he said in the song, "I ain't bring nothing to the table when I'm the table." You had the money, you could build your own table, but you get people like that still wants to sit at that table. Like who said that? Somebody said Kanye is like OJ. I'm not black. I'm Kanye.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, man. I'm look, bro. And you know what? And you know what we do? Yeah. You telling the truth. So y'all don't know how stupid some of y'all sound. This nigga wants to be at the table with the very people that he's talking about. He wants to be at that table.
And see, and that's why he lets so much stuff out. He's letting stuff out in the midst of him being upset because he's not being accepted. Had Kanye been accepted, he wouldn't be talking about, but we wouldn't be talking about having the stuff he's talking about. You know, even talking about far as that certain group in the entertainment business. I told you before, Kanye wants to be an old rich white man. His idols are old rich white men. The Walt Disneys, the Howard Hugheses, you know. Those are guys that he always talk about, and those are guys that he wants to be like. You know,
I am Disney.
Kyrie,
Warhol.
Kyrie has to realize that, yes, the NBA is a big business. You know, and all races, not just black folks. It's more people season ticket holders of other races probably than black folks, especially probably over, you know, Brooklyn is like a melting. That's New York. That's a melting pot.
Yeah, Brooklyn ain't black no more, man.
Everybody, you got every race. I listen. I lived in Connecticut. I used to party in New York every weekend. Dude, any race in this world is in New York. Right. Just go to East Brooklyn. Go to East Brooklyn. Go to Queens. Go down to Manhattan. Any group.
Yeah.
Duh, we all want to be. No, we don't, Rio.
No, we don't. And see,
all of us want to be at that table, Rio.
Right. And see, here's the difference. Here's the difference, though, Rio. Most of us that want to be at that table are like people like me. And I'm not going to include you because I don't know what your social status is. But look, I'm just going to use me as an example. I want to be at the table similar to that because, yeah, that's power, that's prestige, that's money. Who wouldn't want to sit at that table? But the difference is that Kanye he has power. He has money. He has influence. Why are you trying to sit at somebody else's table when you could have easily created your own?
And that's why I respect your man. That's why I respect your man so much. Yeah, we clown him and all, and I'm not a big fan of this movie,
Tyler,
but
I'm a big fan of this movie. But Tyler was like,
he didn't beg Hollywood.
I'm making my own theater.
He didn't beg Hollywood. What he did was he went down to Atlanta, brought him some land, and he built his table. That's why I got so much respect for Tyler. Rio, people that already has a way to make a way should not want to sit at no one else's table. They should want to build their own table.
Why? You should. I mean, because here's the biggest problem I have with Kanye is that you have the money to get with black designers, with legitimate black designers, and build your own thing. Why are you going with Adidas? You if you design a shoe, make your own shoe. Why are you going with Adidas? Why? All of these things, even with his
well, you know,
fashion,
to be real about the Adidas thing really helped him out. He really he needed Adidas at that time. Now once he got his own money, he could have started his own line.
No, he didn't need Adidas, and this is what I'm saying. Kanye didn't need Kanye, with the following that he had and the influence that he had, he did not need Adidas. He didn't. And this is what I'm saying. It's like the table that he wants to sit at so badly and be a part of, the company that he wants to be a part of so badly. This is the company who he's mad at. These are the people who he's now attacking because they know because they no longer want him at the table.
No, and now he's mad at the table in the first place.
I mean, it's like, come on, man. And I don't understand why y'all don't see this stuff. And I mean, and maybe it's just me. And I'm not look, I ain't nobody. But my goodness, if you can't see Kanye for what he is, I feel sorry for you. And I'm going to go as far as I'm going to say this. And if I offend anybody, I apologize, but sorry, not sorry. If you give into this nigga's GoFundMe page to make him a billionaire again, you stupid. You a straight clown. And
you gotta follow it, man.
And you put on your and go put on your white clown John Wayne Gacy makeup and walk up and down your block with a sign that say, I'm a straight up clown because I support Kanye's GoFundMe. You a fool. If you sit up there and support a GoFundMe set up for that man. And I've seen niggas like, yeah.
Let's be real, Mike. No, he's not a billionaire. He's not a billionaire no more, but
I don't care.
He's not hurt. He's not hurt.
Let's make Kanye a billionaire again. I don't give a about Kanye being a billionaire.
He's still like the third or fourth richest rapper in the game.
Come on, man.
So I mean, he's not hurting. I mean, no, he's not a billionaire no more. But don't think that Kanye is just broke, because he's not broke. No problem, and he won't be broke anytime soon.
I saw foolishness, and I was just like, I want to meet the people that's given to this GoFundMe, because I promise you, half of them broke.
Well, you know, people got fans.
I promise you.
I mean, people got fanatics though. People have fanatics and followers, and once you get that co-following like a guy like Kanye,
look,
he got people that's gonna spend money.
Kevin was too quick to say he ain't donating. I think Kevin had donated a couple of times to that GoFundMe.
I know my dude.
Kevin was like,
Kevin.
Man, I want Kanye to win.
Mike, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mike. Mike, I'm gonna be honest with you. I get what you're saying about Kanye, and I think that by him being mad, he let a lot of stuff out that he shouldn't let out. But getting back with Kyrie needs to realize that it's not just you. You got to, I mean, your teammates and this movie. Don't Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, right?
Yes. Well, Jeff Bezos used to be the CEO. He stepped down, and that was some new guy that's like.
Yeah, because I heard him and Jay-Z trying to buy that hat you wearing. Trying to buy that team.
Washington.
Him and Jay-Z trying to go in and buy that team.
Listen, I don't care. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I don't care. It doesn't matter how you twist you twist what you know. It doesn't matter how it appears, because everybody's looking at it like, oh, they're attacking Kyrie. They don't want him to be a free speaker. They don't want him to be a free thinker. They don't want him to say what he wants to say. We live in a world where people are just reckless. Niggas be on their stuntman out here when they be talking, because it's just like they just say what they gonna say, and it's no repercussions for it. Look, y'all think y'all President Donald Trump for that, because he made that stuff. People was doing it, but he really was like, yo, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and it's like you just deal with it. And we sat up there and we dealt with it. We dealt with that stuff, and we deal with it all the time. People just saying stuff, and there's no accountability for them. That's like if you bring your girl around, and you introducing your girl to your guy, and he meet her and he realized they got a history. He's like, oh man, yeah. Hey, what's going on? How you been? Like, oh, you know how? Oh yeah, man, this is my old broad, man. I used to do whatever, this, that, and the other all the time. And you constantly saying it, and you every time y'all meet, time y'all see him, you constantly putting that out there of what y'all used to do, how you used to do it, and this, that, and the other. How you think that's gonna make your mans feel? And now if he haul off and give you a pumpkin head for that, was he wrong?
Got it coming to you.
Was he wrong for it? You sit up there and every time you speaking out of pocket and you don't think there ain't no consequences for that? Come on, y'all.
But see, but that's why I said. I mean, I'm all for anybody being able to say whatever they want to say. Just accept the consequences. That's all. That's my opinion.
We saying, man.
That's my opinion. I'm not knocking Kyrie for nothing he said. He have the right to say what he want to say, but you have to be cognizant when you're in his type of position that he's a star NBA player that's making like what he's gonna make like $30 or $40 million this year,
at least.
You know, I mean, you playing for a team. I think, if I'm correct, I think the owner of the Nets is Jewish also.
I don't feel sorry for Kyrie.
No, it's not. It's not about feeling sorry for him. It's just I was just want the young brother to realize that sometimes it's not always good to say what you want to say when you're in that type of position. Because you have more to lose than me or you. He has more to lose than me or you.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. My wife, God bless her ministry. When we first started dating, and she can attest to this, I was reckless in stuff that I would say. And it's not that I said things to offend people, because what I said was true, but it was just how I said it and when I said it.
That's what it comes down to.
And a lot of times, it's not that what I said was wrong, but it was how it was said, and it was
when you said it.
And she used to tell me all the time, Mike, you need tact when you talk to people, because you say things just like whatever's on your mind, you say it. And she would always say, I'm not telling you that you're wrong and that it shouldn't be said, but there was a time and a place to say everything that you want to say.
I was like that. I was like, Mike, to be honest with you, when we first started this, I've been going back sometimes listening to some of my old pods. When we first started this pod, I had no filter.
Yeah, you was
no filter at all. And a lot of stuff that me and you said back in the days, that what we were saying in 2016, in 2017, 2018, man, we would have been kicked off Facebook in 2022 with some of the stuff we were saying back then.
You know what? Maybe, but the thing is, though, and well, actually, that's kind of my point. It's not that what he said. It's not that I have a problem with him saying whatever it is.
I have a problem with nothing.
Well, not Kyrie, but Kanye, because this nigga just pandering.
Leave Kanye alone.
Kyrie, no, I'm never gonna leave him alone. Never, because y'all sit up there and y'all put this man on a pedestal. And he thinks he's God. That's the crazy part. He has a God complex. And it is because of y'all. And me, because I used to listen to his music. But then after a minute, I was like, something ain't right with this dude. But he is on a pedestal where he literally thinks he is a God. And everybody's like, yeah, Kanye, boy, Kanye for 2024. I wish a nigga would. I wish I would vote for him.
You ain't gonna vote for Yeezy?
I will vote for Trump before I vote for Kanye. I'm just
come on, Mike. No, don't say that, because that mark might try to pull it, man. So let's not see that in existence.
If it's him and Kanye running, I'm voting for Trump. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm voting for Trump. I don't agree. Let me tell you something. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff that he said. But the one thing I liked about him is that he was for America. He was like, yo, these niggas, they getting off with all. He would always say, they getting off, man. They making, them other countries is making money off us. I can't do it, son. Not on my watch. I'm like, Trump is crazy, but I can't even get mad at that. I'm just saying, if it's you mean to tell me that, okay, Kevin, you mean to tell me that if it's Trump and Kanye running for president, you voting for Kanye? I can't. I'm not
even doing this conversation with you because I be hearing that Mark. They say that Mark might pull it, y'all.
I can't.
So I'm not. Bro. I do not want to talk that in existence. I do not want to. I understand. I'm not. I don't think Kanye gonna be able to run anyway. I don't think he's gonna be able. I think.
Can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine Kanye giving the State of the Union? My fellow Americans, I appreciate y'all coming out, and I just want to address a few things. First of all, I just want to talk about how, you know, when you look at like the stars and how each one of those stars have a time that they burn out, too. just like matches. And
Mike, you joking, but that's how
matches. And you know, matches, they come in a book. And see,
it's a reason
that they come in the book, because see, matches, you know, they fire, but they can burn pages, and pages are made out of trees. Mm-hmm. And we have to save the trees. Nigga, what?
Relax, Mike. Relax.
What are you talking about?
But that's the whole thing with him. It's like he could be saying something. It's like, you know what? That dude makes sense. And then next thing you know, he be talking about matches and stars. I'm like, wait a minute. Where did this come from? Like,
and so when you think about the coffee bean and how you have to go through the process of crushing it and grinding it, that's just how Black people are. You know, when you crush and you grind, but you still can get something out of it, just like peanut butter. Look at how peanut butter is made and how it's used for Reese cups.
Mike, relax now, Mike. You get carried away. Stop. Don't do that, Mike. Because you sound too much like him. Don't do that.
I'm like, what is he talking about? Oh God. But this is who people want in the most powerful seat in the United States.
He ain't gonna make it president. He ain't gonna make it president, man. He's not gonna make it. I just say, like I said, man. Fame, people chase it, people want it, but there's a lot of things that come with that fame, and you cannot. When you're in those type of positions where you're in the spotlight, I'm sorry, that comes with the game, right or wrong. You can't walk around and speak your mind, because you have to be cognizant of the Brooklyn Nets. You have to be cognizant of the NBA, which has a Jewish commissioner.
Come on.
And I'm telling you right now, the reason why Kyrie did that apology was because that owner probably went back to him and said, hey, if you don't apologize, man, we're going to see you home without pay.
No, they did.
Nike 5 days. It's like I said, these white folks put their foot down. They had to put their foot down.
Wait. You said Nike dropped him?
Nike ain't playing with him no more? Yeah.
Why? I didn't know Nike dropped
him. Dude, listen to what Mike. I'm telling you, that's why.
My goodness.
That's why the stuff that Kanye was saying on that Drink Champs conversation, it was true, because everything he was saying, they doing right now to these people, man. We are watching Black men get broken right before our eyes.
Oh,
Jalen Rose.
Who you heard say? You heard say that? You heard Umar Johnson say that?
No, everybody know buck breaking back in the slavery days, but we ain't going to that.
Yeah, I know. I know how that is. I ain't know.
Jalen Rose, I'm watching the Bulls game, and he had made some comment, and I thought it was a joke. Dude, don't you know? It was halftime, And all of a sudden, Jalen Rose come on TV talking about he apologizing. Like, what is he apologizing for? I didn't get it. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even know what the man said that he apologized for. I'm telling you, man, when you get in those type of positions, man, they got a stranglehold on you because they're signing your checks.
Look, and
I understand what my guy real another childhood friend of mine. I understand what he's saying about everybody wants to sit at that table. That is true. But if you're someone that can build your own table, go build your own table. You don't have to worry about none of that. There's a lot of independent artists that's out here that's living fine, making the same amount as somebody that's on their label. And they have nobody to answer to. They might not get the same shine, but they missing out on the money. And if you truly want to be free and be able to say what you want to say without consequences, you have to be independent. You can't take their money. You can't play for their teams. You can't have them make your shoes. That's if you truly want to be free. People talk about, I want to be free. That's what being free means. Being free means that you're not getting nothing from them. Everything that you're getting on your own. That's the true meaning of being free.
People talk about Shaq, but Shaq owned Reebok.
Yeah,
a lot of folks don't know that.
A lot of folks don't, and he don't walk around bragging about it.
He don't walk around bragging about it. But see, Shaq owns Reebok. That's why he can do what he wants with his shoes.
That's why he got a lot of stuff on the low.
Shaq owns a lot of stuff on the low. And so when I see people, and it's so funny, and like, before I get off into that, why is it, let me ask you all this. Why is it that when black people do something wrong, other black folks have a problem when black folks speak up against it? There's this thing that if you black and you know somebody black is doing something wrong, don't speak up, just keep silent and let them do what they do, but you don't have to speak up about it. Even if it's wrong, you don't have to chime in on it. Why is that? Why is that? I see people coming after Shannon Sharp because he was going after Kyrie. And then they were saying stuff like, if it's any other race, you don't never say nothing. I'm like, that's not true.
Shannon Sharp went off on Brett Favre.
Because Shannon Sharp talked about Brett Favre. They was like, but he only talked about him for a couple of days. And he
talked about him like a dog for a couple of days. And to be honest with you, he only have talked about Kyrie probably for two shows.
About 2 days, because it was like
Shannon Sharp plays it down the middle. Now that's one guy that plays it down the middle. Now
absolutely.
You say Stephen A. Yeah, but Shannon Sharp, he plays it down the middle.
Yeah. But why is that, black people? Why is it? Why is it that as a black man, when I see another brother do something that I don't approve of, why is it that I need to keep quiet and just let them just go ahead? Don't say nothing, Mike. I mean, if you don't agree with it, that's fine, but you ain't got to let everybody know that you don't agree with it. Like, we supposed to just say, oh man, he messed. And you know what that comes from, Phil? You know what that comes from? Let me tell you where that comes from. That comes from that no snitch mentality in the hood. That's where that comes from. I just thought about that. That comes from that no snitching mentality in the hood. Don't say nothing. Y'all see niggas sit up there and shoot 3 people dead in the streets and won't say nothing. Because I ain't trying to be no snitch.
I've been told you, Mike, folks got the conception of snitch all wrong. Yes, that's our problem. We got the whole thing of snitching wrong. That's our whole problem. A snitch is not someone that sees a crime and calls the police. That's not a snitch. A snitch is someone that does a crime, and for him to get off of his crime, he goes and tells on another person. That's what a snitch is. A person a law-abiding citizen that's called the police about a crime is not a snitch. And we got that mixed up. Somehow it got mixed up is even if you're not a street person and you call for a crime, you're a snitch. But that's not true.
Right.
That's never been true.
Man, Dr. Umar was on he was on some show and he was going off on Shaq, talking about some Shaq. I ain't never seen Shaq do nothing for people. I ain't never seen Shaq do this. Shaq don't do nothing. I'm like, nigga, did you even open that school yet? Shut up. Have you opened the school yet, Dr. Umar?
Shaq goes and walk through stores looking for single mothers with kids to buy clothes and bedroom sets and all type of stuff for. He does this on a regular basis. He goes to idle stores and walk through.
No, he goes to Best Buy on purpose. He goes into Best Buy on purpose. As a matter of fact, he bought a family because they was doing some back to school shopping. He bought all the kids' laptops and some other stuff that they needed. Was helping them to the car with it. Saw the condition of the car that they had. Went out and bought them a brand new van, bro.
Yes, he's been doing that for years.
People look at them, and people look at that and say, "Well, that ain't helping the people." He's helping people in his own way. You look at when he even made the shoe, the shoe, and this is black people's mentality. This is what gets me. Now, this man sat up there. He has a shoe that they sell in Walmart, right? Has a shoe, and the reason why he even has a shoe is because a parent came up to him and say, "Hey, why is it that you athletes make these shoes so expensive that when these kids want it, your average family can't afford it?" Felt bad for the one. Was like, "Well, look, here's some money. Go and buy. I don't want your money. I want you to think about making something that that families can afford." So he did. Now, originally, the shoes were in Payless before they closed down, and then he moved them into Walmart. Yeah. And then now they sell them out of Walmart. And you know what black people did? They laughed at them. They laughed at the shoes. Look at these shoes. Look at these Shaq shoes. Look at them. How come they try to look like Nike? Well, idiot, because they're manufactured in a Nike warehouse. And the designs on the shoe, the reason why they look like Nike designs is because at the time, Nike gave him permission. Said, "Hey, if you want to kind of use this design, go ahead and do it."
Yep.
Go ahead and use them. Made in the same factory that the Jordans were made in, same material and everything. But you know what we did? We laughed at them, and we made our kids mock other kids who had them on. That's what we did. We laughed because they wasn't Jordans or because they wasn't Kyrie's new shoe. Laughed at them, and you know what Shaq did? He laughed all the way to the bank.
Oh yeah. He made money off of the bike.
Bang. And them shoes sell like crazy. I'll be sitting up there at Walmart sometimes, and I'll be walking in there, and I'm like, I'll be looking at these little families, and they be going, and these kids be getting these shoes, and these kids be excited, bro. Like, oh my God. They be excited to get them. And we sat up there and we laughed because we want our kids to be in Jordans, and we want to spend $300 on the shoe that they're going to wear out in the next few months. That's what we do. That's us in a nutshell. And when our people do something silly, like what Kyrie did, and I'm not saying he did anything wrong, but when he does something silly, understanding that you have a platform with millions of people, understanding that you are an employee of the New Jersey Nets, of the Brooklyn Nets, understanding that your owner is Jewish. Why would you do something that silly? And let's say he really believes it. I'm fine with that. Then stand on your convictions. If that's what you really believe, stand on it. And don't sit up there and pander to the man and pander to the Jews and apologize because they want you to. No, say no, I'm not going to apologize because this is what I believe in. He ain't going to do that because you know why? Because them Jews pay good money. That's why he's not going to do it.
Yep.
And you all can sit up there and try to make him a champion of the people all you want to, but when it comes to them dollars and cents, they're going to do exactly what they've been doing for years. And that's what it comes down to. And that is doing whatever it is that these Jews tell them to do. They own the music industry. We've been knowing that for years. And yet, what do we still do? Niggas still try to go and get signed to a label. That's what they do. Why? When you can go independent. It's so many. It's so many.
Because let me
resources.
tell you, people. Here's a little story, y'all. The Death
Go ahead, tell the
Rows,
story.
the Death Rows, the Bad Boys, the Rockefellers, the Rough Riders, the Cash Monies, the No Limits. They're really not fully owned by who you think they own them. Those record labels truly is overall owner of those labels. Def Jam is overall owner of Rockefeller, Rough Rider, Murder Inc. It's another, I can't remember. Sony is really the owner of Bad Boy. Interscope was really the owner of Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What's
the other one? Priority was really the owner of No Limit, Ruthless Records. Yep. So, like I said, independent meaning you're not getting no promotion from no record label. That means you're coming out your pocket and you're paying for everything. Absolutely. That's true freedom. You can't consider yourself a true free person and you're still getting held by the people that you claim that's oppressing you. And I think that's where a lot of us black folks, we get that mixed up. Yes, you have a right to say what you want to say. But if you're an employer and they have rules and regulations that's in your contract, you have to abide by those rules
and regulations.
And that's what it all comes down to.
That's it. Who owns Too Short? Blow the whistle. I don't know who owns
Too Short. Too Short started selling his records out his trunk, and then he signed a deal with Jive.
Yep. Man, look. All I'm saying.
Like I said, if you didn't see if you didn't see a lot of people got upset over sound bites of that interview. I happened to watch the whole interview. And like I said,
exhausting.
It was a lot of rambling going on, but some of that stuff that he was saying, Mike, and I'm going to be real with you, I agree with him on it. But the reason why he was saying it at the time was because he was mad at them people. Because for some reason, Kanye thinks that he's on their level, and
you're not.
They will let you know you're a nigga once you get out of hand, and that's what they doing to a lot of black men now. A lot of black men getting out of hand against these folks doing. They putting you back in your place.
He said it in his he said it in his own record. What did he say? He said, "And for that money, look how low we done stooped. Because even if you in the bins, you still a nigga.
In the coop.
You know it. You knew it back then.
But that's what pissed me off about Kanye, because when he first came out, man, it was like a breath of fresh air.
Not just breath.
His mother passed away, and after that, it's like he wasn't the same.
No, now it's like
he's the same anymore.
It's like somebody who done ate some Funyuns and some Takis, and they just breathing.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, bro, I get it. You like Funyuns, but look, man. As I was saying, and we're gonna wrap it up. I have no problem with anyone saying what they want to say, because as an American citizen, you were born with that God-given right of freedom of speech. But please understand me, that there are consequences and repercussions for the things that you say. You can't just go out. You can't just be all reckless about stuff that you're saying. I don't care who you talking about. And look, even if it wasn't the Jews, let's just say it could have been about anybody he could have been talking about and offended. Kyrie could have said anything about any demographic of people, and they would have got offended. It should have been the same thing. It should be the same thing. I'm not saying that Jews are should get special treatment, But if you step out of line and if you say anything about any race of people, you know, it's just like, come on, dude. You gotta.
That's
you
just
gotta
like
be
a
smart.
white person. That's just like a white person saying something derogatory about black folks. I mean,
Right.
come on, y'all. We got to see it down the middle. We'd be in an uproar if had that been a white player had said something about black folks that was kind of racist. So we can't get mad because a group of people got mad at this young man for something he promote, because no matter what he said it or he wrote the book or whatever, once he posted on whatever social media site he got, he promoted it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called promotion.
It's called promotion. And Kat, if you want to be honest, bro, Trump paid the price because what happened? He lost the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
He was reckless, and people was like, they still try to put him in jail. He lost the presidency because they was like, this dude is out here reckless. We don't want him. We need to vote him out. And we put Paw Paw in office because we
Paw Paw got in because folks wanted Trump gone.
This is what I'm saying.
That's why Biden's president right now is because anybody could have ran against Trump.
Anybody could have ran against Trump and won. As a matter of fact, Kanye probably could have won that year had he ran. He about would have won. But I'm just saying, it's there. You have to. You cannot be excused from you cannot be excused from accountability when you say things. You are accountable for the things that you say. Yes, you can say whatever. You can absolutely say whatever, but please believe me. Please, you're going to have to be held accountable and responsible for the things that you're saying. And that's all it is. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at what Kyrie posted. I'm not even so much as again, it's like I'm not mad that he posted it. Yeah. I mean, I'm mad that he was stupid with what he did. I was mad that he had this whole thing like he was just smarter than everybody else. Is it like, you know what Kyrie comes off as? Kyrie comes off as a black Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. That's who Kyrie reminds me of. Kyrie is a
arrogant,
black
talking
Aaron
down
Rodgers.
to folks like he's just so enlightening and smart where he thinks he knows everything. He's talking down to folks.
Aaron Rodgers is a villain.
Yeah.
I promise you, Aaron Rodgers will be at the crib sitting like this, trying to figure out what his next evil plan is going to be. He's a villain. He steals candies from babies. That's who Aaron Rodgers is. He is a straight up villain.
And all you Packer fans, let me tell y'all something.
All you Packer fans,
y'all been quiet. You want to know why? Because y'all reckon just worse his eyes.
Y'all reckon it's trash, son. That's why they quiet. What they gonna say? They can't say sit down and shut up and eat your cheese because y'all reckon it's just as bad. That's what it is. So listen, guys. Enjoy your freedom of speech. Utilize it. It's yours. But please, 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 whatever it is that you do, just make sure that you take accountability for the things that you say. And I think that if all of us did that, if all of us did that, man, can you imagine how much better things would probably be? If people would just sometimes think about the stuff that they said before they said it.
I told you, Mike, I had to do that. I had to start realizing that I gotta think before, because I was somebody that didn't have a filter. Mm-hmm. And I said whatever came in my brain, it came out my mouth at that moment. But I had to realize the older you get, the more you learn. I had to realize that you can't be quick to say everything that comes to your brain. Right. Because you don't know who you're going to offend at that moment.
You don't know, man. So just be smart, y'all. And if you really think about it, that's all cancel culture is. You can't really cancel anybody. It's just you just want them to be accountable. You just want them to be accountable for the stuff that they say and the things that they do. That's all it is. That's all. But look, that's it for us. We appreciate y'all. We love you all. Those who join with us live and those who are going to go back and watch this at a later time. Please excuse my shoddy video, and I will promise you I will work on that for the next time and make sure that it's a lot clearer.
The video look all right, dude.
And my video, to us it looks fine, but on the live stream, man, it looked like something from PlayStation 1. It's horrible. I said, boy, I tell you, it's just terrible. But I'm gonna work on that. Make sure we get it back. Make sure we get it back together on the next time. Listen, like, tag, and share this video if you think somebody would enjoy the conversation, and we want to hear from you guys as well. Make sure you comment, man. Look, whatever it is that you feeling, if you agree with what we say, let us know. If you don't agree with what we're saying, let us know. If you have a completely different take on it, let us know. We want to hear from you guys, and let's keep the conversation going. So, on behalf of Philip Hines and myself, this has been the Man Up Real Talk podcast. And until we talk again, my friends, y'all get 2 fingers to the side and make sure you holler at your boys, because we officially out.
Peace. Bear down.